Hello, my name is Sonia Hassey, and I want to share with you the 5 power shifts for change makers. How to effectively communicate the best version of you so you can stand out and win with people in person or online. And this webinar is for entrepreneurs, coaches, consultants, speakers, and subject matter experts. This is also for thought leaders, authors, service providers, mentors, and trainers. In a nutshell, it's for anyone who wants to communicate effectively, whether in person, online, at speaking events, or all throughout the world to get things done today. This is also for professionals who want to bring value in relationships that build and convert into successful partnerships, sales transactions, and most importantly, influence with people. Here in the next 35 minutes or so, you will learn how to go from secretly struggling to effectively communicating with people in person or online and build meaningful relationships that can also convert into successful sales transactions. You will also learn how to position yourself in such a way that leaves a lasting impact with people, that builds trust, respect, and credibility, even if you feel like you are not a people person. You will also learn how you can have a new perspective and love for people, which will bring true fulfillment in your professional life and personal life. You will also learn how to influence people without feeling the dread that they will say no or the fear that they won't want to work with you. You will also show up powerfully and become likable, operating from total integrity and achieve great relationships with ease. And here is my big promise to you. I will give you the 5 power shifts that will position you to become likable and expand your influence with integrity. You will also stand out and show up strong in your business. You will strengthen your current relationships. You will also be able to communicate and serve more effectively. You will also bring transformation in your business relationships, which will equal increase of revenue. Now, these power shifts will position you and your business to skyrocket when you apply them. Now, before we get started, I want to check in to make sure that I can tailor this presentation for you. Now, which one of these sound like you? Are you feeling defeated and allowing other people's opinions to hold you back? Do you secretly struggle with getting support in your personal or professional relationships? Do you find yourself drained emotionally and physically in your work environment? Are you lacking confidence and feeling disempowered when working with people? Do you feel knocked down at times because you don't feel understood? Now, as bad as these things may sound, I have good news for you. None of these are the real problem. The real problem is you don't know the 5 power shifts that allow you to communicate effectively and win with people in your life and business relationships. When you follow these 5 powerful shifts, you will be able to show up authentically, walk into any room or on stage, and feel confident. You will also become heart-driven and personable, and people will be seeking you out and desire to collaborate with you. You will also build transparency, likability, and credibility in a virtual world, as well as in person and no matter where you are. And today, I'm going to walk you through all 5 power shifts. Before we move on, let me introduce myself really quick so you know why you should be listening to me in the first place. My name is Sonia Hassey, and I am president and founder of Destiny Women Global Leadership, which is a transformational leadership program for professionals and change makers. Destiny Women Global empowers you to become a heart-driven leader, to communicate and serve more effectively, and ultimately win powerfully with people all around the world in your business and personal relationships. I specialize in driving significant transformation at the personal and organizational level, which is measurable by exponential increases in confidence, clarity of direction, clarity of goals, clarity of purpose, goal attainment, and increase of revenue. I'm also a speaker, life purpose coach, Dale Carnegie graduate, Psych certified, and also an international best-selling author of the books Butt Naked Leadership and author and compiler of Destiny Talks, and also a co-author of the book Catch Your Star. And before I open the curtain for you, I want to share with you how I discovered these 5 power shifts. I lacked confidence in myself and I didn't know how to collaborate well with people. I was also too insecure to ask for help. And I got to the point where I was tired of feeling a sense of resistance. And after spending thousands of dollars on my self-development with high-end coaches and reading countless of books on the most successful people and studying extensively, what I have discovered was they applied these 5 power shifts that attributed to their success. I knew then that I wanted to apply them for myself, and wow, it has made me a better person and literally doubled my income and ultimately changed my life. Through this whole process, it has given me the courage to start my own business, working with leaders and experts. I have built my business around these 5 power shifts, and it has brought meaning, purpose, and success to all my programs. I also knew that I couldn't really succeed with people if I didn't know how to build meaningful relationships in my business or personal life. And honestly, I really didn't know I was stuck until I really wanted to work with people on a professional level. So here's the bottom line. Now, these 5 power shifts that I'm sharing with you today will help you achieve success in the relationships you've been longing for, while increasing success and fulfillment in your life. And here's power shift number 1. Take the focus off of you. Show up powerfully, but make it about them, especially when you meet people for the first time. Even though you are equally responsible for the outcome in any relationship, the power shift is to take the focus off of you when dealing with people in business or personal relationships. And most importantly, build rapport first. Learn as much as you can about the other person. Become interested in them. You can make more friends in 2 months by becoming interested in the other person than you can in 2 years by trying to get the other person interested in you. Success is not just about working hard. It hinges on being able to communicate effectively and influencing others. Now, don't get me wrong. You are important and you are valued. But in order to sustain meaningful relationships, people need to know that you truly care. Be intentional in understanding their perspective, needs, and desires first. Only then can you meet them at a heart level and build trust and have them want to work with you. You can begin by first being a good listener, which is a very powerful skill. Then ask powerful questions. The golden rule is to get to know the other person and allowing them to talk about themselves. Then they will become interested in you. This is a beautiful collaboration that builds lasting, successful relationships. When you look at any successful person, what do you see? Confidence? Competence? Charisma? They're engaged in communicating and inspiring others as they lead by example. And here is why. People only really care about themselves and their problems. They want to feel valued and validated. We as humans have a deep-seated need for connection. We need to feel heard, understood, and appreciated. And that feeling comes in large part from validation. Validation is, in essence, the act of helping someone feel heard and understood. It's important to get into the experience with them in your communication. And here's the bottom line. People want to be understood. This is one of the most important lessons that I personally have learned. I focused on wanting to be understood first, and when I wasn't, I easily took offense, and it damaged some relationships. But it was the fact that I didn't realize the importance of understanding their perspective as well as seeing the big picture. Our success in life depends on great communication and healthy relationships. And here's power shift number 2. Position yourself for success. You are your greatest asset. Put your time and effort into grooming and encouraging your greatest asset, and that's you. Position yourself for success. It all begins in your own mind. The way you see yourself will shape the way others see you. Also, the way you think about yourself determines how you do everything. It affects the way you prospect, the way you interview, the way you present, and the way you close. Position yourself as well with your attitude and with your appearance. First impression gets set in stone very quickly. Also, position yourself in your actions. People will determine your importance, intentions, and reliability. Position yourself with your words. Every word you say positions you as a person to be considered important or someone to be quickly dismissed. Here's a great success story of a businesswoman that hired me to work with her. She's a CEO of a financial company. Her goal was to double the company's revenue, and she was struggling with her team to step up to the plate and have the same desire as she did. She was also struggling in her personal and professional life. And here's how the beautiful transformation came about. Her marriage and her self-esteem improved immensely, and her team got behind her vision. Within 6 months, and with the help of her team, she actually reached her financial goal. When I began to work with her, her actual struggle was not the team. It was her struggling marriage, and she felt disempowered every time she came to work. But wow, it truly was one proud moment for all who were involved, including me, to see her and her company reach their financial goal. Don't you agree that it was worth her investing in herself to get to the root of what was really going on? Once she discovered the real problem, her marriage, her team, and her income goal was accomplished. That's when she finally realized that working on herself was her greatest investment for success. Now, here is something really important to consider. If you are really struggling personally in any way, it will affect how you connect with people. So it is really important to take responsibility and deal with what is going on within you. Don't ignore it. It is important to get to the root of the problem. Otherwise, you will stay stuck. Come to a conclusion, then take appropriate action and move forward. And here's what you will risk. If you do not get to the root of the problem, you will be emotionally exhausted throughout the day, and you will lose sleep. You will lack energy, and you will have continued stress throughout the day. And it will be very difficult for you to stay focused on results and stay in the flow of life. And it will also be difficult to be productive and work well with people. Eventually, it will affect your health. Now, here's the bottom line. Just trying to be strong and move forward and hoping it will eventually go away does not work, because it does not go away. It is important to acknowledge the root of your problem. So don't sweat the small stuff. Listen to your gut. If something keeps bothering you, then the issue is not small. You will have to deal with it. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable. Your breakthrough and success depend on it. Whatever you feel is holding you back, get to the root of the problem and don't ignore it. Here's power shift number 3. Be a giver. If you want to receive more, then you must give more. It's that simple. The law of giving and receiving is based on the fact that everything in the universe operates through a dynamic exchange. And every healthy relationship is one of giving and receiving. And here's how you can give. You can give of your time, your knowledge, your talents, your encouragement, acknowledgement, your thoughts, compliments, kindness, smiles, love, and money. So don't feel bad. Not everyone is a natural giver. The great news is anyone can learn to be a cheerful giver when you are intentional. And the old way of thinking is, if I give anything at all, it will only be a tiny amount because there isn't enough, or I won't get any more. I might need this for an emergency, or I will feel safer with this in my pocket. And so it goes, all fear-based thoughts. And there will also be times where you will want to do a kind deed, but you will step back because you worry about how people might respond to it. Don't overthink. If it's in your heart at the moment to do something kind, then just do it. You will never regret being kind. And here's the bottom line. The more you hold on to that old limited thinking, the harder it is to attract money, relationships, and have it stay in your life. Your scarcity mindset simply won't let it in. Stay in the flow of giving. If we stop the flow of energy, we interfere with nature's laws. We must give and receive in order to keep money or anything we desire circulating in our lives. And here is power shift number 4. Have patience with people. Imagine if you had the patience to step back and regroup instead of aggressively reacting or hastily giving up on someone who's frustrating you. What difference do you think that would make? You can learn to transform frustration with patience. I can bet we all have been guilty of being impatient in heated situations. The outcome would have been so different if we took a step back first to consider the circumstance. And here's the risk. Without patience, you can be in danger of treating people as disposable instead of devoting the necessary time to nurture meaningful relationships. The repercussion can be detrimental to your relationships. Does this sound familiar? Have you ever reacted hastily only to feel painful regret once you have calmed down and collected your thoughts? You can drive yourself crazy, behave irritably, feel victimized, or try to force an outcome, which are all self-defeating reactions that alienate others and bring out the worst in them. And here is what I call the Sonia 6 steps to pivot into patience strategy in any situation. Recognize your impatience. This involves becoming aware of your reactions and responses to people, events, and circumstances. Pause for a minute without worrying about anything else. This can be difficult in the heat of your emotions, but you must learn to take a step back and breathe. This is a very crucial step. It's also important that you stay mindful of your thoughts and reactions at this stage and understand that you don't allow your emotions to get out of control. Don't react so quickly. Just breathe in and out for several counts without worrying about anything else. Identify the triggers. Reflect on what might have triggered these feelings and practice empathy. Empathy is an awareness that you have of another person's feelings and emotions. So ask yourself, what specifically happened? What did the other person do? Or what did they not do that made you feel this way? Identifying these triggers will allow you to better assess the situation, which can then potentially help you figure out how to view it in a more rational way. You are essentially putting yourself into the other person's shoes and trying to experience this situation from their vantage point. If the trigger for your impatience involves another person, then empathy is something that can be of tremendous value. Also challenge how you see things. Value and embrace a new perspective. Choose your best course of action. And very important, listen first. Give your opponent a chance to talk it through. Try to understand that the other person has a valid view of the situation. And your job is to understand what led them to feel what they believe. How you handle yourself in any situation could very well present you with some valuable life lessons in dealing with people. Ask a lot of questions instead of stating comments. Do not interrupt as they are speaking. And have an open mind. Can you think about how many relationships may have been lost by not practicing patience? And here's the bottom line. Now, these strategies will save you lots of agony and frustrating situations, stress, and long-term painful regrets. It will also strengthen your meaningful relationships and ultimately win with people when you apply these proven 5-step pivot into patience strategy. Here is power shift number 5. Work with the very best. Now, everything I have taught you here today is simple, but it's not easy. The greater the rapport you are able to establish with people, the more powerful and influential force you will become. And here are the benefits of working with the very best. And I want to share with you the importance of the support you need to thrive, because there is no way in the world that I would be helping so many people or go on stage with confidence and work with clients virtually or in person if I didn't have the support and training to do what I absolutely love. The investment was so worth it for me when I applied the 5 power shifts that I am showing you today. It transformed my life, and I built the most amazing relationships and worked with so many people that have offered their full support towards my business success. In the beginning, though, I didn't quite grasp the fact that everything revolves around people, and we must learn these powerful shifts to succeed and influence people. This is when I realized that I needed solid training in my development, in my leadership, and learning how to connect well with people. I went from struggling in relationships to empowering women globally. And once I applied these 5 power shifts, I took action and began empowering women and helping them realize their potential. I then created community events called Destiny Talks, and I interviewed women leaders from different cities, and they talked about their transformation and successes. And they were civic leaders, business owners, entrepreneurs, all were invited to these events. These events were a huge success, and it created a movement to collaborate more and have brave conversations and Q&A with powerful networking at these events. The evening ended with inspiration, more clarity, and an action plan to take their leadership to a whole new level. It was so incredible. Now, working with the best is vital. The client story on success that I shared with you today, and many more that I have worked with, they didn't do it alone. They worked with the best. It doesn't have to be me, but you need to find someone that is an expert at getting results for you and your clients too. You can apply these 5 powerful shifts that worked, and you don't have to spend over $40,000 or make many mistakes like I did to try to figure things out. This shortcut will launch you and your business to success when you apply them. And today I shared with you how to position yourself powerfully and win with people in person or online without secretly struggling to build meaningful and reciprocal relationships that convert into successful sales transactions. And this simple plan allows you to show up powerfully and become likable while operating from total integrity and achieving great relationships without feeling like you need to push anyone aside to get what you want. You will also increase your confidence and competence when interacting with others on a personal and professional level and gain support you've been longing for. And why connecting with people for your own benefit is the wrong way. This is a simple plan you can use to leap into valuable relationships that build and convert into successful partnerships, sales transactions, and ultimately win with people. As I shared earlier, here's what you need to stand out and win with people in person or online. Show up powerfully, but make it about them. And position yourself for success. Be a giver. There are so many ways that we can give. And definitely have patience with people. We all make mistakes, and it is important to give people patience and much grace and understanding. And also, work with the very best. Now more than ever, we need to care more, serve more, give more, love more, as we do for ourselves and bring out the best in people. What I have shared with you today are foundational principles that will never fail. If you apply them with sincerity, you will definitely see immediate benefits, and you will be on your way to great success. When you really see that everyone has value and treat them as such, you will also be valued by others as well. Remember, treat others how you want to be treated. This is the golden rule. You can win in your relationships and succeed in your business in any economy when you position yourself well to win with people. And now you have a choice. Are you ready to position yourself for success and win with people? Then you don't want to hesitate. The time is now to act. If this is for you and you want to take advantage of this and you don't want to stay stuck and you don't want to walk away from this presentation and do nothing, then go to the link below and set a time to speak with me. Go ahead and do it right now. On the call, we are going to cover where you are now, give you clarity on where you want to be and what is not working in your business and personal life. Then I will map out a plan for you to get you unstuck. If you feel ready, then you don't want to hesitate. Click on the link now and book a one-on-one call with me. And it's absolutely free. If you don't want to stay stuck and you don't want to walk away and do nothing from this presentation, then let's set a time to speak with me now. This is for all professionals, whether you are a business owner, a speaker, a leader, or even a life coach. You must operate from total integrity. You must also desire to see everyone win, as well as yourself. Your impact should create success in others as well, because that is the ultimate goal. And if that's you, then let's book a session now. This is not for the professional who is only interested in their own success and not in the success of others. This is also not for the person who doesn't feel the need to self-develop, to become a better person for his or her sake and for the sake of others. This is also not for the person who is not really walking in full integrity with people. Why am I doing this? I love helping experts make a bigger impact with their gifts. In my 10 years of experience in leadership, I have realized that people matter in every area of our lives, and we cannot succeed without great relationships. Many people have been painfully hindered by relationships and have been unable to move forward, and instead they stay stuck and unhealed. Plus, transformation in your business and personal life will always involve people. And I can get you up and running when you apply these 5 power shifts. I will get you beyond just barely trying to get along with people to confidently connect with people and succeed in your business and personal life. And I also believe that every individual has a unique set of talents and abilities that allow them to contribute to the community in which they live and work. And it is my mission to help people realize their full potential. If you are ready to build your communication skills and take your business and relationships to a whole new level with integrity that builds trust, understanding, and using these 5 power shifts, then this is your opportunity for your breakthrough right now. Click on the link below and book a call with me now. It's absolutely free. Now, I really want you to understand that I went from 0 confidence to getting unstuck and owning my authenticity to a renewed confidence. And not only did I leap into my own power when I needed to show up strong, but being free from those things that were holding me back as well. It also allowed me to serve so many people, and I also directed them to the 5 power shifts that also transformed them and succeeded in their personal and professional relationships. Trust me, these are powerful tools, and I still use them to this day. I want you to remember that owning your power comes from being true to yourself. So when you are serving people, building relationships, and wanting to communicate effectively, it must come from knowing you at best and serving with full integrity. I can honestly say it will be one of the greatest decisions you will make when you truly apply the 5 power shifts that work. Do you want people to seek you out and want to collaborate with you? Are you ready to become likable and expand your influence with integrity and stand out and show up strong in your business? Are you ready to communicate and serve more effectively? Then click on the link below and book your free session now. This is only available for the next 48 hours, so now is your time to take advantage of this. There is no better time than now to act if you feel ready to take action and succeed in all your relationships and live a fulfilled life that will bring you harmonious relationships and financial success. You will get clarity on where you are now, clarity on what is not working in your life or business, and clarity on what it is that you really want. I have a plan to get you there and to help you get this process started for you absolutely for free. So go to the scheduled link and book your call with me now. I would like to add one more thing before I close here. As you can see, we are living in unprecedented times. And with that being said, our communication and building solid relationships has never been so important as it is today. Now is the time and opportunity to build relationships with full integrity so we can be of service to others in the most heart-driven way that builds long-lasting connections. This is how we will show up strong and win with people in person or online, in your personal life or business. Are you ready to communicate and serve more effectively? And are you ready to get out of your own way and let go of resistance so you can attract the right people in your life? Are you ready to get unstuck and feel rest assured and confident that you are attracting the right people in your life? Then now is the time to book your free call with me. Click on the link below and schedule your appointment now. As you can see, it is my mission to help professionals show up strong with full integrity in their personal life and business and expand their influence with people in person or online. Book your free call with me now. This is a limited offer, and I will give you the clarity you need to move forward now. These 5 power shifts have brought so much transformation in my own life, and I continue to use them because it has opened so many opportunities for me, and it has allowed me to bring breakthrough into many men and women's lives, which gave them the confidence to apply the 5 power shifts and much success in their business life and personal life. So remember that all of our successes in life revolve around people. Are you ready? Book your call with me now.